It is crazy how most routines people follow weren't built. They just happened, stitched together out of old habits, survival decisions, and reactive responses to whatever the day throws at them. And of course, other people's advice and other people's routines. The morning hacks from a podcast and the meal prep from a friend and the endless to-do list that feels like a punishment rather than a plan, copied from someone who doesn't even live your life. And as a scientist and a researcher, I can tell you with confidence, the majority of routines I've seen are biologically hostile. They are not because people are lazy, no, but because they are running too many protocols from too many different places with no clear endpoints and too much cognitive friction built in. So in this video, I want to show you 5 changes that I would make from a clinical trial scientist perspective to help you finally build a routine that supports you, not one that punishes you for not being some hypothetical future ideal version of yourself who's never tired, never behind, never forgets anything, is always on time, and of course never has to negotiate with a toddler over socks at 7:42 a.m. These changes are rooted in how we actually run controlled experiments, how we monitor biological rhythms and standardize behavior in high-stakes clinical trials environments. And you can apply them to your own life without needing a lab coat. In science, you never test 3, 4, 5 variables at once. If you do so, you'll never be able to interpret the data. Yet, most people try to overhaul everything at once. New wake time plus new diet plus new workout plan plus new planner plus new bedtime, and then feel like a failure when everything collapses by Thursday. Instead, isolate one variable. For example, trial a 9:30 p.m. wind down every night for 2 weeks straight, and then track your fatigue level to how rested you feel in the mornings. That is clean, simple, testable experiment. No more guessing what worked. By running one behavioral protocol at a time, you significantly reduce stress, you learn faster, and you give yourself actual feedback, right? Not judgment. Feedback that you can then use to make the routine better. First, I would help you run only one protocol at a time. That's it. Just like a lab instrument needs a reset or a calibration every so often, your body and your brain need unfragmented sleep to function at their baseline settings for mood regulation, for appetite control, for memory consolidation, and even insulin sensitivity. Now, unless of course you're a mom and you've got very young children, unfortunately the no-sleep life is for you for the foreseeable future, but there will come a time when you will slip through the night. Tonight might just not be that night. So, change how you prepare for sleep. Consider no caffeine after midday or whatever works for you. You can start winding down early, or no planning conversations or no problem solving after 9 p.m. Or you can switch your light and turn your lights down so they're dimmer. Even if you cannot get more hours of sleep, you can drastically improve quality by reducing stimulation and giving your nervous system some space to wind down. Think of it like preserving the integrity of your data collection system, right? If you don't calibrate, your whole day is being run by faulty inputs, and then you think there's something wrong with you when all you need to do is sleep well. Second thing I'll do is I would encourage you to treat sleep like the calibration period of your system. Okay. Number 3 thing I would do is I would strongly recommend you use defaults to eliminate decision fatigue. In every clinical environment I've worked in, we use default standard checklists, pre-written scripts, SOPs, approved treatment flows, because you can't rely on a single human being for all of these things, and decision fatigue leads to errors and stress and cognitive overload in your routine. This might look like having 3-meal rotation for lunches so that you're not wondering what to eat every single day, as if you didn't know lunch was coming along. Or this could also mean setting a work uniform on days that you feel rushed. You wake up late or whatever the case may be, you have a uniform to wear to work. Or defaulting to admin days only on Wednesday, right? Defaults are freeing because when your brain isn't making 1,000 micro decisions constantly, it is free to focus on what really matters to you, or at least free to rest without guilt. Number 4, in clinical science, we don't judge the success of an intervention based on vibes or subjective effort. No, we measure actual biomarkers that tell us that this thing is working, functional indicators that reflect actual change in the system that we are testing over time. You need markers in your own routine as well. Let's say, for example, that you are adjusting your sleep routine. Don't just track how many hours you spend in bed. Go one step further and notice if you're waking up without an alarm, if you are feeling alert without coffee, or if you're needing fewer naps. Are you waking up feeling rested more often? If skincare, is your skin actually clearer? Are you taking those before and after photos to track what you are doing, what you're applying to your skin? If nutrition, say you're working on your nutrition, are your cravings lower? Has the bloating reduced, or has the 3 p.m. snacking reduced? These are functional outputs. They tell you if your routine is working, if your routine is supporting your body's system, and if your routine is actually doing what you want it to do. We're not chasing perfection here. We're just tracking actual evidence of change. Number 5, this change is so simple it is quite often overlooked. Create a default method section for repetitive tasks. Did you know that in every published scientific study, there is a method section, the standard protocol that you don't have to write and rewrite every single time? But in our day-to-day lives, you and I, we treat our repetitive tasks like fresh problems every single day. Oh my gosh, we're packing the school lunch. This is the first time I'm doing it. Writing emails and planning dinner or tidying up, starting work, ending work. That cognitive switching, or should I say that context switching, is mentally draining. It is exhausting and it is biologically expensive. So here's what we can consider doing. Make micro protocols or micro SOPs for your most common transitions. Write a 5-minute reset checklist for between meetings. A shutdown ritual, for ending work. 3 steps under each point. 3, that's it. These protocols will conserve your mental energy so you can redirect it to other things that matter to you. This is what we do in research to stay focused on the real question. So, if your routine, your current routine, is wearing you down, the fix isn't to add more things or to wake up early. It is to approach your day like an experiment. To approach your day like you're trying to learn from it, learn from your habits, and then tweak what needs to be tweaked. And if you'd like a step-by-step breakdown on how to build the method section for your life, routines that actually show up for you when you are tired, when you're overwhelmed, low on time, and ill, then watch this next video here, and I will walk you through how to build a system that shows up for you even on your bad days. And I will see you there.